What's up, guys? How's it going? Justin here. I'm going to be doing another Whiteboard Wednesday, as you can see. Today, I'm going to be going over my Primal Strength ebook, and you're actually going to be able to download that for free in the description box. Just give me an email address, and I'll ship it out to you. Ship it. So this video is going to be a little quick overview of the program, how you set it up, all that stuff. So let's get right into it, guys. Hope you enjoy, and here we go. Let's learn some shit. Alright guys, so let's get into the program. So originally this program was designed to work with the BJJ athletes that we had at the gym. And then I kind of migrated it over to our not regular, but our clients who weren't competitive BJJ people. And it seemed to work really well. So I tweaked everything from there, combining different ways of doing things. Everybody seemed to enjoy the workouts in and out really quick, and they were getting results, which is obviously the most important thing. So with most of the things that I do, it's focused on compound movements. So you're going to have, if you're doing 4 days a week, you're going to have a squat variation, overhead variation, bench variation, and deadlift. So overhead and bench would be like vertical press, horizontal press. So anything that you think would go in that category would be fine. Deadlift would be a hip hinge. Squat pattern is a squat pattern. Any implement you want to use, if you have different things at your gym, if you have sandbags, if you have kettlebells, if you had kegs or stuff like that, any kind of odd implements you can use for this. Deadlifts, for most people, what I was doing is trap bar. I find it's easier for the majority of people to get into a good position on a trap bar because they're in the center of the weight, and it's also usually raised handles a little bit. Obviously you can use straight bar, you can use anything else that you want. I was doing a lot with farmer's handles too. You can do kettlebells, whatever your clients or yourself are, as far as their level, whatever level they're at, you can kind of adjust things from there. The other main thing that we do is a lot of the strongman style carries. We're not going to do like a yoke, more than likely. You probably could throw a yoke in there if you're a strongman competitor. If you're not, there's no reason at all to do yoke. They're terrible. They're awesome, but terrible. It's very hard to recover from. So I do a lot of like sandbag carries, keg carries, farmer's walks, offset carries with kettlebells, any kind of, like I said, sandbags, overhead sandbags, shoulder sandbags, stuff like that. So I feel like loaded carries are a very underused exercise for general population. Very good results from them. A lot of things all at once, strength, endurance, all that stuff together. And then you're just kind of moving with weight, which is always a good thing. So let's go over to the sample real quick. This is how it's actually laid out in the book, so just so you're familiar with what it looks like. So your main number one thing is going to be your heavy compound movement for the day. So for this sample, we have one arm dumbbell clean and press, 5x5. With most of the main lifts, I was doing just a linear progression. Because we can rotate exercises a lot in those categories, I haven't had anyone really stagnate too much on that. And if that was the case, you could switch to a different kind of rep scheme and progression scheme, would be fine. So that's going to be your main strength builder. Usually I've been doing 5 sets of 5 with some of the upper body stuff. Sometimes I'll throw a snatch in there. I'll do like 7 sets of 3 or something like that. With stuff like that, especially snatch, I like to do more sets than reps because most people technique breaks down a little bit if you do too many reps per set. So we just do less reps per set and more sets. And then what I do is two to 4 couplets. Usually I've been doing 2. If people have more time or they want more of the endurance conditioning work, you can add more couplets in there. So basically with a couplet, it's like a superset. So you're going to go from A right to B. You're going to rest about 30 seconds and then you're going to repeat for 4 rounds or however many rounds you want to do. What I've been doing is 4. So that's what I have written down. So basically you would do sandbag shoulder carry. So we'd say you start on your right shoulder, do the 75 feet, drop it, pick it back up, other side, walk back, and then you go right into TRX rows. These can be any pairing of exercises you want, as you see with the second one, banded push-ups and kettlebell swings. So I like to do a carry and then some kind of static strength exercise. So like a row, some kind of push, squat, lunges, stuff like that, and then with some kind of carry, usually like sandbag, kettlebells, keg, even stones if you have stones. Okay, so you're gonna do 2 couplets, 2 to 4 couplets. I've been doing, like I said, I've been doing 2 just for time's sake, and then the last thing is gonna be some kind of explosive or conditioning work at the end. So sledgehammer slams, short rest in between. You do stuff like rower. I do a lot of prowler. We have turf. We had turf at the gym, so prowler, rower, med ball slams, throws, stuff like that. So basically, like I said, you can do 2 days a week or 4 days a week. Usually, most of the sessions are between 45 minutes and an hour. If you're taking more than an hour to get through that, you're taking too much rest and you're going too slow. So like I said, this was developed to start out for BJJ athletes. Obviously, their main focus is time on the mat. So that's one of the reasons why it goes fast, why things are coupleted together like that, to save time and still get good strength work in and endurance work as well. For any BJJ guys out there, I suggest 2 days a week to start, see how you feel. Preferably on a day that you're maybe only training on the mat once. I know a lot of you guys train 2 or 3 times a day on the mat, which is fine. Just be aware of your recovery on this. Like I said, start with 2 days a week. Start with relatively light weights. So if you know like your maxes, say you know your max on that, start with something like 70-ish%, just to get a feel for it for a couple weeks, see how you do. All that is explained in the book as well. And I also have explanations of all the exercises, written explanations on how to do them, like how to pick up a sandbag, how to pick up a stone. That's all in the book as well. And also there's 2 separate 4-week templates. So one is a 2-day-a-week template and one is a 4-day-a-week template. So those are 4-week templates. Did I say that? I think I said that. So it'll give you an idea of how I set it up, and you can go right through those for your workouts without changing anything. So that's pretty much it, guys. Just like I said, enter your email, click the button next to the video somewhere, and I'll get this out to you. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks.